Jiraiya like looks over and everybody almost immediately knows who it is. Say everybody. It took Shikamaru just a little bit longer, but he's not dumb. He figures it out pretty fast that that's Orochimaru. And like Kabuto, it's like, so you already know who the two people are standing on top of it. It's Kabuto and Orochimaru. So you know, basically, Orochimaru came there looking to see if Naruto was there, like just to see if to gauge his strength or whatever, to see what's going on with him, because Sasuke seems pretty shook when it comes to the mentioning of this dude named Naruto. Like in the essence of, oh yeah, he's a good person. It's just his power isn't good at all, you know? So like, yeah. So he actually, like, he wants to see Naruto for himself. So he tells Kabuto, like, hey, go see what Naruto's about. Kabuto, he uses his chakra blades and stuff, and the first thing he starts doing when he gets off the snake is mocking Naruto. Like, you know, I'm one of Orochimaru's trusted servants. You know, you can't necessarily get this status without, you know, you can't get this close to Orochimaru without actually doing something for him, like, you know, beneficial. You gotta. And Naruto like looks at him like, who are you? Why do I care? And Kabuto, like, he disappears, and like when not disappears, but he starts sprinting toward Naruto just out of frustration because Naruto really wasn't paying attention to him. Like he literally, like when Kabuto was getting down, he wasn't even paying attention to him. He was still looking at Orochimaru. And like Kabuto was like, you're a fool, you know, I'm your opponent and you're letting me get this close. And Naruto looks down and was like, oh, so that's what this is. Oh. And before Kabuto could get any closer than what he already was, Naruto not vanished, but like he never, like Kabuto was like zigzagging and stuff, you know, just trying to see like what Naruto would do if he would get scared or whatever, because Naruto at this point is still somewhat of a kid. But the closer he got to Naruto, he noticed Naruto's eyes, after he announced himself as Naruto's opponent, Naruto's eyes never left him. So when Kabuto gets close enough to Naruto to where Naruto actually feels like he has to do something, he just disappears. And Kabuto, like, he's looking around, and Naruto's like, I'm above you. And Kabuto looks up. Naruto like forces both his feet through, like, you know, just basically kicking Kabuto into the floor with like the, you know, yeah. So like when Naruto like gets up out the crater, he's like a little dust cloud. You can actively see that Kabuto is not in any of a fighting condition anymore. Like Naruto messed with his, like that one move from Naruto put him out of commission. And like Orochimaru like looking at him, he's like, bro, what just happened? What just happened? And Naruto looks up at Orochimaru and he's like, is it your turn now? And like Orochimaru, like he starts laughing and he's like, I'm not like Kabuto, like you're not doing me like that. That's not how this is gonna work. And like, you know, Naruto basically starts not walking, but floating toward like Orochimaru. And for a brief moment they have an altercation, but it was mainly, like for a brief moment they have a fight, but it was mainly just for Orochimaru to get Kabuto out of there to see, you know, what actually happened to Kabuto. I guess to see his perspective, because what they saw was Kabuto jump into Naruto. Naruto like not float, like not disappear, but basically just jumped up and just stayed in the air, and then, you know, ended up messing him up. So, you know, yeah. So basically, what ends up happening is like Orochimaru uses a snake clone, and as that snake clone is trying to fight / hold back Naruto, like he grabs Kabuto, and Naruto looks over at the real Orochimaru, and he's like, so you're gonna run now? And Naruto, like as the clone was like getting ready to bite him or whatever, to put some type of curse mark on him for Orochimaru to be able to, you know, get away or whatever, you know, something to either kill Naruto or just try to control him in a sense. Like Naruto basically grabs the thing grabs the clone by the head and just destroys it. And like Orochimaru was like, what type of, and he looks back at like Jiraiya, and Jiraiya he's gritting his teeth, and he's like, Orochimaru was like, so they don't even know what this is. Like they're concerned for their safeties as well. That's not a good sign. So like basically he ended up tossing like a few smoke bombs, something to get away. But Naruto, like as he's getting away, he's like yelling into the forest. It's like, I find out that you try to do anything to Sasuke that if Sasuke doesn't come back the same Sasuke that I remember, but stronger, there will be a complication and an issue. And like in the direction of where Orochimaru was landing, all he saw was like this big purple ball coming toward him. And like the first thing he could think of was to somewhat get out of the way, but the ball was huge, so it's not like he really could. So with the, not chakra, but with the, he infused some chakra into his feet and he got going, allowing everybody to know where he was. But Naruto really wasn't on that, oh, let's chase him down. He was just trying to strike fear into that boy. But at the same time, like, as Orochimaru dodged out the way and looked back and seeing that the ball landed on the ground and then proceeded to erase everything that it touched and then disappear like it wasn't just there, it not only scares him, but it infuriates him. That's power that he could have, something that he would want, something that he could use to, become absolute, somebody that's completely unbeatable. And clearly he chalks it up to Naruto's physical and speed feats up to that power as well, which is technically true, but not really, because you need to be physically strong to support, and yeah, I'm saying for Naruto, because yeah, he was strong from the start. Anyway, yeah, like Orochimaru, he gets away, he examines Kabuto, and he figures out like all of the bottom part of Kabuto's ribs are like crushed, and when Sasuke walks into the room, into the little operating room to see Kabuto getting a little fixed up and stuff. Basically, Orochimaru was keeping him alive because now Kabuto has a reason to hate. He hates Naruto at this point because he made it seem like he was gonna go over there and just make Naruto light work. But Naruto literally, in every aspect of the word, made him his bitch. He wasn't paying attention to you when you was running up on him until you announced it, until you announced yourself as all that's playing on repeat. So, as he's sitting there in this comatose state, Orochimaru, he's talking to Sasuke, he's like, I'm gonna heal him up. And this is the perfect example, hatred. And Naruto, Sasuke was like, what do you mean hatred? And he's like, you hate your brother for killing your clan and your parents and stuff. Well, he's gonna hate Naruto for basically making him look like a fool in front of me. And Orochimaru, as he's saying this, he looks at Sasuke, and Sasuke, he's not laughing, but he can actively see that he can see the laughter in Sasuke's eyes, and Sasuke holds back laughter. He's like, do you really think Kabuto could beat Naruto with the power that he has? And Orochimaru was probably not beat him. You can probably contain him, seal him away, or strike a deal or something like that. And Orochimaru, as he's telling Sasuke this, Sasuke points at Kabuto and was like, so why are you keeping him alive if you know that he's just going to hate Naruto? And Orochimaru was like, he's going to train to get stronger, and that's what I need. And basically Orochimaru starts pumping him with more of the drugs that he was pumping Sasuke would, because now in his eyes, he really is not trying to come in contact with Naruto at this moment in time. Clearly Naruto has some grudge against him, so he's not trying to come in between Naruto's little plans with Sasuke. So he's basically going to use Kabuto's hatred as a catalyst for him to get stronger, so he can just take his body. That's what he's doing. I'm just gonna tell y'all outright. So after Kabuto gets his surgeries and stuff, it's gonna take him a few months to heal. But in those few months, Orochimaru was basically not reteaching him, but teaching him more of the stuff that he would know. So that way, by the time Kabuto is, physically fit enough to go back and fight, he would be able to, condition his body enough to where by the time Orochimaru was ready to transfer himself over to Kabuto's body, he'll be, set, solid, have a whole little outlook or whatever, whole little loadout, nice jutsu sprinkled throughout, whole 9 yards. Anyway. So after Orochimaru left, so after Naruto basically did that, and he comes back and he lands on the ground, Shikamaru asks him, was that really necessary? You just put a massive crater in the middle of the woods that's not gonna go unnoticed. That ball of energy, whatever it was massive, Naruto. That wasn't very smart. And Tsunade, she's drunk, but she know what she just saw. She just saw a kid that's 13 or something put a hole about the size of the Leaf Village in the woodland areas. About half the size of the Leaf Village in the woodland areas. She's not. So she asks Jiraiya, is this just something that he can do? Is this an all the time thing? And Jiraiya was as far as I'm aware, yeah. I don't know. This is just something that he does. Anyway, we gotta go back to the Leaf Village. And she's like, I guess. Like, because at this point, she's like, if I say no, is he gonna turn around and try to get rid of me? Like, you know? So basically, they end up heading back to the Leaf Village, or they're on their way back to the Leaf Village. This is where I'm ending this part off. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like. If y'all enjoy my content, please subscribe. Anyway, this has been Shinobi's. Peace.